Hey guys, it's your girl London, and today I am bringing you the first haul that I have for my Sephora Spring Sale. Oof, this was a bad month for me. This was like a no good, very bad month, and I definitely saw it in my purchases. I had done so well up until this month, and then this month I literally like bought from a ton of places. So I did end up with two Sephora orders, but this is my first one, so I'm going to show you guys this one. And today was a no good, very bad day. So as you see, I am here in my comfy long sleeve tee with the glasses on, with no makeup on. So I hope that that is okay for you guys, because I just want to show you what I got and kind of just try to forget about the day and the subsequent month that I've had. So let's get right into it. Okay, first things first, let me show you two things I did not get from Sephora. These are two things that I got from the brand. So I got the Sugar Mango Hydrating Lip Balm, and this is from the brand Fresh, and this is sold at Sephora though. I really like their caramel one. Very nice. I have this on right now. Really, really hydrating for the lips. I always love the packaging. I think it's cute. Yes, I know. This is a balm in which you put your fingers in, which up until about, well, I don't know, 16 months ago, we were down for the cause with this. Yes, Fenty does have a balm that you put your fingers into now. And I know that that's not really the life that we're about here in the 2021s, but nonetheless, this is really nice, really hydrating. It's emollient, but it's not too emollient, so it gives such a nice shine and such nice hydration. So clearly when I go out, if I go out, if I were to go out, I would not be using this on the go because that's just a little sketch right now. But at home, where things are clean and dandy, I do use this. I like it because it's not an overpowering scent. Sometimes mango and papaya can tend to smell a little on the funky side, a little BO-y, and this does not. This just has a nice kind of fruity scent to it. You can tell that it's mango, but it also just smells kind of tropical. But when you put it on your lips, it's not like you're still smelling it once it's on your lips. So if you're sensitive to scent, I think that as long as you're not just putting your nose into the package, that you would enjoy this. Or they have plenty of other kinds. Like I said, the caramel one was very good. So Fresh sent that to me, and I enjoy it the same as I enjoy all their other lip products. This is where we had a little womp womp. So Eyelure. I really, really like Eyelure. I do. I don't wear lashes all the time, but when I do enjoy Eyelure. So this was their collection with Jasmine Brown. I do not know who Jasmine is. However, they sent this to me and I said, okay, cool. These were the faux minks, and they were supposed to be feather lightweight feel, easy on, gentle off. So first things, let's talk about the lashes themselves. These did not feel feather lightweight to me. They looked very pretty, but these I could definitely feel when I put them on my eyes. The band is lightweight when you feel it, and it is much thinner than some other lashes, but it's not as thin as they were making it seem. Like I have had some other lashes that were very, very thin band, where you almost like rip them when you pull them off. This I could still feel, so it wasn't as lightweight as I thought it was going to be. And then kind of the faux mink, although I liked them, they looked very, very eyelashy. So I'm used to something a little more natural. I clearly could tell that these were going to be a little more on the dramatic side, which was fine. But they just looked a little stiff to me for faux mink. So I didn't really dig them. That wasn't the biggest problem. The biggest problem was this doggone glue. So the pen glues are really coming in because they're easy breezy. Most people can line their eyes. So if you can line your eyes with a regular liner, you can line your eyes with a glue pen. First off, can we just notate the amount of space that's in this box? This is the box right here. This is all that came in the box. I just don't think that we needed to have all that. But this was the clear lash adhesive pen. It says you can use them with any false lashes, smooth application, all day wear, secure hold. I wouldn't know. Why? This is the pen. Nothing. Nothing. This that's coming out, I tried to put this on my eye. It's like dry. Like you have to press on it to even get that like milky color. It was just so dry. It was horrible. It literally ruined my look. As I was getting ready to go into work, I had like 10 minutes left. Ruined the freaking eye look, so I had to make a little bit of an extra thick black liner wing on my eye because that kind of took off some of the shadow. That is just a really, really horrible lash glue. Super horrible. Luckily for me, I did purchase lash glue with my Sephora order, but that was really bad lash glue. So I would not recommend the Allure lashes, the Jasmine Brown collection, at least the ones that I got, that were the Just Wink. I did not enjoy those, and I would definitely stay away from this lash glue because I am fortunate that they sent it to me, but unfortunately just did not love them. So let's get into the fun things, shall we? First things first, what is happening with Marc Jacobs? Why was everything on sale? I was like, oh, Marc, are we running into a little trouble here? I don't know. I haven't purchased a ton of Marc Jacobs things in the last year or so, but I do enjoy Marc Jacobs. I really wanted this caffeinated caffeine collection, really because aesthetically I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. Thus, I got it. Half these products I have used already. They probably came in maybe like a week ago, 5 days ago, so I have been utilizing them. This is the Omega ×3. This is a powder blush bronze highlight palette. Again, this is from the caffeinated collection. Just look at that kind of tortoise-shelly caramel dream going on here. Has Marc Jacobs embossed right here. This is the deeper one. So this is 250 Tantalized Glow. I really like that you just press this and then you open it. This is what it looks like inside. So this is your highlight, this is your bronzer, and this is your blush. I was not sure what these were going to look like. I really enjoy that highlight. The bronzer is so freaking smooth, and it actually was much deeper than I thought it was going to be. And this is just such a pretty blush. So I was very excited about those. Let me kind of show you what they look like. And this is what they look like. So of course the highlighter you can't really see because it's reflective, the bronzer and the blush. So it was really nice. I didn't actually think it was going to show up on me because, you know, Marc Jacobs sometimes, you run a little risk when you're dealing with Marky. But I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. And I have found that it is such a nice compact when I don't want to have to pull out 3 different things. I thought that I also wasn't going to like the kind of strips that they're in. But I found that my brush fits just fine in there. And I really do enjoy kind of having it in my collection, having it on. And I think that the formula is really nice from it. So that was a win for me. The next thing I got, I have been kind of dreaming about and crushing on for literal months, and this is the Supreme Nudes from Artist Couture. I know. I have seen so many people that I watch kind of just talk about this palette, and it was always sold out. And I was just like, man, that palette is always sold out. Do you need another nude palette? Nah, not really, but to be quite honest with you, I mean, look at that gorgeous packaging. I couldn't, I don't know if I think I might have that upside down. I just really, really enjoy it. So this is the palette. Again, do you need more nudes? Not really, but do you need these nudes? Absolutely. These are gorgeous. This formula is so, so nice. Like, outside of kind of my Natasha Denona nude palette, I probably could stand to get rid of my other nudes because I have this. This is just such a nice color story. It has such beautiful tones. You have kind of your mid-tone kind of warm nudes, your lighter ones, and you have like a little bit of a deeper one here. You have a little shimmer action going on here. These are just really, really, really nice. And let me just show you this color right here called Opulence. I mean, this is one I have been loving on my eye. Let me just get off some of that little Marc Jacobs stuff that we had here so I can show you guys. This is absolutely beautiful. Look, are you seeing that? That is just so gorgeous on the freaking eye. It's so nice. And yeah, you can say, well, who messes up her shimmer? Okay, I got you. This is the color Aesthetic. And this is just a kind of mid-tone DB brown. It's a matte. Look at that. I mean, it's just, these are just so nice. This is such a nice formula. I just, oh, again, do you need another nude? No. But do you need another nude? Yes. So I was so happy to finally be able to get this palette, and I have literally used this 2 or 3 times, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but I've only had them for probably 5 days, and they just blend so nicely, and they pair so well with other palettes. Speaking of other palettes, I also got the Naked Urban Decay Naked Wild West palette. When I first saw this come out, I didn't really dig on it because I have so many palettes that have the browns with a pop of turquoise. I mean, whether it's ColourPop and Kathleen Lights, whether it's a Too Faced palette. I think most of us have kind of the nudes with a pop of turquoise. So I didn't really know if I needed it. But then I started watching more reviews and I was like, well, do I have the color story? Yes, similarly, but I saw people do some really nice looks with it. And I really do like the formula that are in the Naked palettes, kind of these nice nudes, the range of nudes that they give you, from some very kind of light fair shades to some deeper ones. I love these little orangey ones that they put in there. And again, I really did love this turquoise color. So I thought that it was very nice, and this pairs wonderfully with the Artist Couture palette, as you can probably tell. But do you need this palette? I don't think so. It's weighty, it's nice, I really like it, but it's not really necessary. If you didn't have it, again, I think that you probably have palettes in your collection that have that same color story, so that's not something you need to go out and rush and buy. But because it was on sale, I said, well, there's no time like now than to go ahead and purchase it. The next was the Mary Jane palette from Melt Cosmetics. Now, this looked gorgeous in the promos. Since then, and I had already purchased it, I have seen several videos on it. And like a lot of Melt products, it is kind of hit or miss. They tend to have beautiful color stories, but for some, the formula can be a little wonky. It can be a little drier, it can be a little grainier, and that makes it hard. Packaging, they always kill it. Like, this is absolutely gorgeous. They kill it 100% all the time. If you want good packaging, Melt Cosmetics. You want a good color story, Melt Cosmetics. This is beautiful. This really reminded me of the last JS palette that came out, and the nude palette that had come out. And I really thought that was a pretty color story, but that wasn't a palette that I, was kind of interested in purchasing. So I thought this gave some similar hues to it. I really, again, do you need another nude palette collection? Not necessarily, but again, I really just like this color story. So I really like this color called Rubia, and it's kind of a cool toned, almost gray brown, and I really do like what it gives me on the skin. It's that one right there. The issue that a lot of people were having was with the shimmers. So I believe maybe it was Sweet Lucy. So Sweet Lucy is kind of like this copper, gritty, almost greeny kind of metallic that we have going on here. And it is a little chunky, but I feel like when you press it out with your hand, with your finger, it gets less chunky. So I don't know if maybe putting it on with a brush just isn't the way to go, because as you can see, it very much so becomes very beautiful when you use your finger and kind of use the warmth of it to bind it. But if you look at my hand and then you look at when I flex my hand, that's kind of what is happening on people's eyes, where it really just showcases every crinkle and wrinkle and then kind of looks a little bit like snake skin, and people really aren't liking that. So I have used this and I was able to do a beautiful look. It worked well for me, so I like it. But I saw the live action video, so I definitely saw some of the issues that people were having, and they absolutely were real. See, like, even that, see how it's starting to kind of crack a little bit right there? So it's like that becomes the problem, is that it blended out nicely, but then it got flaky again. So, I think that's just kind of the thing with Melt. So I think you definitely want to use like a glitter glue or something that's really going to hold it, or lightly have to pack it on, like pack a little, to kind of really get it to stay. Staying with the palette train, because why not, we have another Artist Couture palette, and this is Ethereal Bloom. Now, just on packaging alone, I was like, yes, please, why not? Then I opened it, and it was just, this is, to me, is a true kind of summer staple. And Artist Couture is really just doing it with this kind of, look at this packaging. This is just like a Cali Dream. I love it. Oh, it's gorgeous. And then inside, it's even more beautiful. I think this just speaks to me and says, spring, summer, come on and get it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I have not used this yet, but I do want to take a look at the color Divinity, because it looks like it's a little bit like a blue silver. It feels slightly chunky. Looks pretty, but let's kind of see. Like I said, I have not utilized this at all yet. Okay, so that's that right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Now, this is supposed to be ethereal, so, and it is giving me that. It is giving me kind of that, like, very heavenly, bluey silver. So again, I think that this is just a beautiful color story, and I just absolutely had to have it. And then let me just packaging alone, right? This is just, oh, so beautiful. I really wish they did a whole collection kind of like this packaging, because I would be here for it and I would be purchasing it all. So as you can see, I went a little palette heavy with this first order. I was very excited to kind of make some purchases on things I've been having my eye on, but hadn't really been wanting to kind of spend the bucks on. I did get the Kosas Cloud Set Baking Powder. So this is a setting powder. It's a baking powder. Very beautiful. This one's in Pillowy, and this is sheer medium tan. Now, what I did get is I did order another color. That's not in yet, so I will show you guys that when it comes. But it looks just like their bronzers. Very nice. And it's just a baked powder. So the reason why I had purchased another color is because although I like it, and it's very nice, what I found was, if you can see, it really just melts into the skin there. What I found is that it was pulling a little deeper over my foundations. I know some people had said that they would put it on and it wouldn't immediately change the color of your foundations, but over sitting for 10-15 minutes, it did slightly deepen it up. So what I got was a step lighter than this one, I believe, where the undertone is a bit different. Because I think this undertone might be neutral, and I think the other one that I got has a little bit more of a golden undertone, which I know makes it seem like it's going to be darker, but at the same time, I think it was this neutral one that was making it look a little flat and pulling darker, where the golden one will kind of lift it a little bit. So I went ahead and I got another one. Just to look at that color too. I really do like Kosas. I think that they're a great brand. I really do love their powders. They are pillowy soft, billowy, pillowy, light, beautiful on the face. So very excited to get the other color of that. The next thing I got was the Fenty Beauty, and these were the Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. So let's have a little talk-see about this. And I do want to do a dedicated video to it. I know there's 1,000 of them up, but to be quite honest with you, I understand that they gave you the shade chart. Let me tell you, that shade chart meant absolutely nothing. The problem I had was, again, I was looking for people who are around my complexion that I usually watch. And they were getting shades that didn't kind of line up with things. Like they were getting like shades 10, and I was like, whoa, shade 10, usually we're pretty compatible. Like I'm half a shade or a shade deeper. So it was very strange. I thought that, although these can suit a handful of shade ranges versus having to be very specific like a traditional foundation, I just watched so many reviews in which people were really struggling to find the right shade in this formula. I think lighting played a big part in it, because I got the things. I was like, wait, why did this look one way on you? So I think sometimes lighting does play a big part in how we view things. So originally I had gotten number 13. This looks beautiful on the skin when I first put it on. What I noticed about this is that, again, throughout the day, I feel like it deepens up by like half a shade. So then I also got 12. 12 I have not tried yet. But I'm hoping that either it works and 13 give me my summer shade, or I can just mix them because I already have them. You do want to shake it up. I don't prefer to have to mix my foundations or tints. I just don't think that in today's day and age we should have to do it, and especially, not with Fenty, because it is so good with kind of their complexion products. But here we are. So, we'll see. Here is 13. So this right here is number 13. And I think that is, I don't even know why I just did that in the crease of my hand like that. That was just foolishness of me. I am just pure foolishness right now. So this is what it looks like. Let me try to put a little bit more so you guys can actually see, because that would be helpful. So this is 13. Nice, right? I believe that this has a neutral undertone to it. So it went on nice. It went on beautifully. And I was like, oh, wow, this actually is a good shade match for me. Until we started the dry process, and then that's when things just went very, very wonky for me. And like I said, I have not used a shade 12 yet, so this is going to be my first time even opening and comparing them to each other. So we will see, and like I said, maybe 13 will end up just being my summer shade, because I would rather not have to mix these together, because I do not prefer to do that. So now this one I feel like looks, yeah, slightly more yellow. which I think, oh yeah, you can definitely see the difference. I think that that is going to be better because like even 13 is already deepening up. See, now look at 13. 13 is slightly too dark, and this is 12. So 12 is a little bit more golden yellow, and 13 is more neutral. And 13, when I first put it on, it matches perfectly. But then as it dries down, it gets a little too deep. And so I think 12, either on its own, is going to be my shade until the summertime really hits, or mixing them together, because you can already see 12 is also starting to deepen up. So we have 12, and then we have 13. So yeah, I think that we are going to have to do 12 and then do 13 for the summer. And then maybe on some days, like mix a little in with each other in order to get our most use out of them. Because I liked the way that it looked on my skin. When I put it on, regardless of the shade change, the look on the skin was very nice. I'm looking around because I'm trying to find, hold on. I'm trying to find a little nugget, little thing for me to wipe this stuff off. Once it was on my face, the formula was very nice. It was very lightweight. You didn't need a ton of it. It stayed nicely all day, and it did look like skin. But because it is a drier formula, so it's a matte formula, I noticed that because the shade changed, it really looked mask-like, even though it's a skin tint. If the shade was off, it really just didn't look good. And so for me, I think that's my problem with the blurring skin tint, is that it's supposed to be able to suit like a range of 5 shades, but I feel like it reminds me of a one-size-fits-all dress. Yes, one size fits most. I think they started using that instead of one size fits all. One size fits most. And it's like, yeah, in theory, but if you're telling me one size fits most and you're saying that it can, from like a size 4 or size 6 to a size 12, that means that the lower end of that, the 4 and the 6, it's going to have not necessarily extra material, but it's going to look more flowy. And then when you get to the size 12 person, it's going to look like it's more a bodycon. Yes, those bodies in between those ranges were able to put it on, but it doesn't necessarily mean it fit appropriately for all those body ranges. And that's what I kind of feel like sometimes these skin tints, and specifically the Fenty skin tint, that's what I felt like. I felt like it was a one size fits most kind of formula, where it's like, I get where you guys are going with like trying to put 5 shades in one, but I don't know. I think we should have just stuck with the regular way that they had it, and you just pick the actual shade that matches you, and this was just a lighter formula. Because I just don't know if that was a home run. I think that we were slightly on the missing side with that. So that was not a full disappointment, but a disappointment in the sense that Fenty usually is so good with complexion products, and I feel like just trying to put too many shades in one bottle, I don't know why that would be perceived to be kind of a good idea, especially making it a matte type formula. So it really does look like you put the wrong paint color over something. Like you thought you had white paint, but you didn't realize what you actually had on your wall was Arctic white, and what you got was Snow White. And although they look similar, once they dried down, you could see one had a tinge of blue and one didn't have a tinge of blue. And that's what I feel like happened with that. So I really wish they would have just stuck to their color categories. And again, I do not believe that their color chart for their soft matte, the Pro Filter foundations, whether it was a dewy or whatnot, I do not believe that those translated to these whatsoever. Not at all, not one little bitty bit. I think most people just went in, and when they followed the chart, had a real miss, and then just went in themselves after maybe viewing videos or whatnot, and found the shade that best suited them. So I don't know, I really don't like when they do the conversion charts like that, because just like with the Fenty powder, I never did a video on that, but I do have that. I don't think that conversion chart went either, because most people got the powder and then noted that you put the powder on and it looks very light in the pan, but it really is like half a shade darker once you put it on your face. So again, although Pro Filter is very good, and I'm not saying these formulas are bad, because the powder is very nice and these drops are very nice, but I think we need to kind of work on what we're doing with the shade range here when you're changing the formulation of products. That maybe we need to recategorize the shades. I don't know. It's just my thoughts. The next thing I got was the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. I've been wanting this since it came out and I saw people using it. Again, I got Aruba, and this is medium 6, and this should have been good for me. And maybe it was just an off lighting day, but it looked slightly light on me. And that looked fine at the end of the day. But needless to say, I did go ahead and I think I ordered Syracuse. Again, I guess one will be more of a summer shade, one will be more of a winter shade. Maybe I'll have to mix the two because I really, really did love the way that this sat on my face. This was absolutely beautiful. You don't need a lot. They're almost similar in the sense, except for clearly this one's lightweight and this one is more of a full coverage. But they were similar as far as that kind of soft matte finish, almost skin-like. Now, I don't use a ton of this because really I'm not somebody who seeks out full coverage. I just like the formula or I don't. But if you just a dabble, you could almost make it be like this, but you're getting more coverage in the areas, but it doesn't have to necessarily look thick and cakey if you don't apply thick and cakiness. Because if the formula is already full coverage, you don't necessarily need more of it. That's why it's a full coverage formula versus this, which is not, and so you can add more to get higher coverage. So I think that that is something to be remembered. If it's already a full coverage formula, you don't need to apply a ton of it. You can apply less because that's why it's full coverage versus something that is a thinner coverage or a lighter coverage. If you want to build it up, you would need to add more of it versus less of it. So I felt like they kind of had similar finishes, and I really liked it, and I really love this packaging. It's very soft. It's very nice. But yes, Aruba, I don't know, it kind of looked a little light, and like I said, then it felt fine throughout the day, but I don't know, I still felt a little wonky about it, so I went ahead and I got Syracuse, and that should be coming to me. And then we'll kind of see how that works out. I want to do a video on that too. I want to do a video on a lot of these because the thing is, I buy foundations, I don't do the videos. I buy eyeshadows, I don't do the videos. I buy a ton of makeup, don't do the videos. I really have to get out of that habit because that is a bad habit to have. We're going to go down this path again of poor color choices. So again, this is the Marc Jacobs, a Cafe Extra Shot. This is a concealer and foundation in one. Again, when we try to stretch things and make them be what they're not, we can run into some issues. So either you're a concealer or a foundation. If you're both, then I start to question whether you need a concealer and a foundation. Could you just use concealers as foundations? Could you use foundations as concealers? I don't know. It's a thought. So this is Tan 330. This, if I was going to wear this as a foundation, would definitely be a summer shade. As a concealer, this was good as far as like kind of trying to sort of quasi color correct because this is a very, very golden. So this reminds me of the color Caramel in Clinique. It's just like immediately when I put it on, it's very golden. I don't want to say orange, but just very goldeny. If I were to put this on my whole face, it would need to be summertime, or I would need to really, really put a light powder over it, like a powder that I knew made me look rusty and dusty, but over a deeper kind of foundation, it will try to neutralize it and not make it look so deep on me. But I definitely think that's more of a summer shade. So when I kind of tried to use it as a color corrector, it worked pretty well because it has that golden undertone, but you just can't put a lot of it on. So that was kind of the gist of that. I did purchase another shade of that. I purchased, this is 330, so I purchased 320, and that is on its way. The next thing I got was Tonka, and this is from NARS. This is a lipstick, and I absolutely love NARS lipstick. I love the packaging. This I did open, and this was a little wonky. So even in here, I can hear it shaking, and that's exactly what happened. I don't know how or why it came out of its base, but it did. But look how beautiful this is. I kept it because I didn't really want to go through the hassle of returning it. And the fact is, if I'm going to use it, it's going to get used up anyway. So I didn't think there was a need to return it. I'll just be extra careful with it and not roll all the way up. But Tonka is a very beautiful kind of, I don't know if you would call that like a redwood or chestnut brown, but it's just very, very beautiful. And I just think it's going to look very, very nice. I also got the color Dangerous Affair, and this is in their soft matte tinted lip balm. I love a good lip balm, and I love NARS's lip balms because they're not see-through. They actually have color to them, but they have a nice light formula, so you can just toss it on, no fuss, no muss. And I really love the component. Per usual, camera cutting off. As I was saying, this is the color Dangerous Affair. How beautiful is this? I'm really into browns, nudes, whatever you'd like to call them. I'm here for it. I know that it's not fall, but I'm living for it, and they are my dream right now, and we are going to ride or die with these through the summer. So this is Dangerous Affair right there. Look how beautiful that is. And that, guys, again, That is their soft matte tinted lip balm. So Dangerous Affair in a lip balm right here, and then Tonka in a lipstick right here. Look at that pigmentation. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful formulas. They almost look like they're both actual lipsticks, but they're not. One is a lipstick rouge, and one is a lipstick rouge, and that is the lip balm. So if you're looking for a colored lip balm, I would say go through NARS because you're definitely getting that pigmentation, but you're going to get the soft feel, but you're going to get the matte. That one's not a shiny one. So you're getting like the best of both worlds. You're getting the feel of a lip balm, but you're getting the look of a lipstick. I like it. I'm here for it, NARS. I love it. The next thing that I got was another mini foundation, and that's because this came as like a little gift sample purchase or something like that. Oh, lies. This was not this. This was in the sale section as a mini. And so I think this was like $12 or $15. And so I decided to just give it a go. And this is the Studio Skin 24-Hour Hydra Foundation from Smashbox. This is in a tone 3.2. It says medium, dark, neutral. Now, I haven't checked for Smashbox with foundation for a while, although I do have them. But I just wanted to give this a go. And it was a nice little tiny mini. It might have even been cheaper. It might have been $12, and after the kind of 20% off, it was like $8 or $9. So I just thought that this was kind of nice to have, because why not? It's an easy way to try a different formula, try a different foundation, but not necessarily have to commit the way I did with some of those other ones. And I thought that the coloring was nice. I just did a small line right there, but I thought that the coloring was very nice on it, and it like literally like is blending away into my skin. So that was a really, really nice color. I was actually surprised that I was able to pick my color and be correct about it, especially in the minis, because the minis don't have the full range of color. It's just select ones or minis. I got a beauty blender sponge because why not? Always kind of get those as backups. The eyelash liner I got another velour Lash and Go eyeliner and lash hybrid adhesive. This is the liner pen that everybody is trying to do. So this isn't necessarily in pen form. This is a felt tip. You unscrew it. I don't want to undo it because I already have one open. You undo it and then you line your eyes. And then you can just go ahead and put your lashes on top of it. This is absolutely amazing. Now, this formula, it doesn't sting your eyes, but when you put it next to your eye, it's like the waft of it kind of can sting a little bit in the sense that there must be some sort of like alcohol or something in here, because as it kicks back the wind to your eyes, you can feel whatever's inside of here. But let me tell you, when you put this on, your lashes stay, you're good to go. If you need to add additional glue, it just looks like a regular black liner. You can use this as a liner. You don't have to put lashes on with it, but if you want to, you can pop them on. It's easy breezy, good to go. I like it because it makes it so easy to put lash glue on. It doesn't get messy. It doesn't get tacky. It doesn't get weird. And this is much better than that Allure glue. Never again, girl. Never again. The next thing I got was a backup of the Kosas Volumizing and a Lash Care Mascara. You guys know this has been my favorite for the last year that has been out. I just really love this mascara. I think it lengthens. I think it makes your eyelashes full. And I don't think it makes it be clumpy. I really, really love it. The only thing I don't like about the mascara is that probably by the 5th or 6th use, the actual component itself starts to get mascara residue where you open it at. I don't know how it happens. I have wiped it off before. It's not like you put it in and then there's excess over the top of it. That doesn't happen, but just somehow it gathers around the outside. Not sure what the deal with that is. That's the only thing I dislike about it. But the formula itself, I really, really love. The next thing I got was from the Sephora collection, which they actually have a couple of hitters over there. And this was the Rouge Melting Lipsticks or Lip Clicks. So this is, again, a lip balm. And I have used this, and this is beautiful. And the special thing about this is that you use the bottom, you click it up like this. So it's not a twist, it's just a click. Now, you don't want to be over clicking because you can't click this back down. But let me just show you guys. It's a nice balm. Let's see if you can see a difference. And my viewfinder, I feel like I can. So this is with it and this is without it. And I really love lip balms because like this is nice and emollient. But again, it's not too emollient. And I feel like you just get such a nice color. Super simple to toss on. Love the clicker. Like I said, don't click it too much because you cannot push it back down. But I really like this. I think this was a great price. I think this was $9. And this is 1.5 grams net weight. Very hydrating. Really, really like that. The next two things I got were from Kosas again. I was on a little bit of a Kosas thing here because they had a lot of new products dropping. So this is the Air Brow. This is Fluff and Hold Treatment Gel. This one is in the black brown. I really like this. So this is if you want to put your brows in with a brow pencil, you can. If you don't, you basically just brush it through it like it's mascara, and it holds it and gives a tint to it. And I also got that in clear. So those two I got and I really like. I also got the Kosas brow pen. I ordered another one of these in the other order. One, why is this component so freaking cute? Two, I really, really love that it is the triangular shape right here, but it's also thin. So usually when you get this triangular shape, it's thicker. They used like a precise pencil, but also gave it the triangle shape, and it just, woo, the brows be looking just so good and so rich in color. Benefit usually is my go-to, but you either have to get the precise brow, which is the thin one, or you can get the kind of thicker one that is triangular, but then it's thicker. And this is the best of both worlds. It's thin and it's triangular, so it gives you such a nice shape. But the Benefit one is a bit drier than this. This isn't as emollient as the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencils, where those ones you're just going to go wham and ham and you're going to end up with too much too soon. But it's also not as dry as the Benefit, where you have to go in a little more and push a little more, and it can end up like snapping and breaking the pencil. This is perfectly in between the two of them, and it just makes my eyebrows so easy to do. The shape is so nice, and the color is just so rich without it looking like being a drawn-on pencil. I love it, and I love pairing it with the fluff tint. It's just excellent. The next thing I got was from Fenty Beauty, and it was their brow product. I hadn't tried it, and I had been wanting to try it since it dropped. And this is just the brow kind of gel. So this is the little cute brush that it had. I thought this was very interesting. And then it just has like the wax on the other end. So what I will say is that I do not love this brush. I love a spoolie more. I find that especially if you've already kind of filled in your brows and you go in with a brush, it literally brushes it out. Like the color comes, if you can see, it has color on this brush because the color literally comes right out, where a spoolie isn't pulling at the color. So I don't like this unless you're just going to only use kind of the pomade at the end and you're not coloring your brows at all. Maybe you're having a stay-at-home day or just a natural day. Then I could see that being useful. But if you've already kind of colored in your brows, I don't like that. Same thing with the gel. If you've already colored in your brows, because this is such a flat, or pomade I should say, it really, as you can see, mine has some color on it. It takes the color off of it. So again, if you're not looking to fill in your brows and you're looking to just have a natural day and just looks, have your brows put together, or if you were just gifted with good brows, you don't need to fill anything in, I think that is a good kind of tamer for the brows and make it look like a little put together. But if you're looking to fill your brows in, I don't think that this is a good product because it just pulls the color from it. The next thing I got was from KVD Beauty, and this is the lip gloss, and this is in the color Lolita. I got this because I've always loved the color Lolita in all the other formulas, whether it was the liquid or the bullet. And so when they had the gloss, you know me, I'm a gloss gal. I mean, look at that. Right? So let's just put it right over the Sephora. Because this smells like confetti cake with buttercream frosting. Oh my God. And this is why I'm a gloss gal. Because if it had been a lipstick, you'd have to be all kinds of precise. If this had been a liquid lipstick, you have to be all kinds of precise. But just look how beautiful those were on together. Really, really love that color. Again, love Lolita. Don't care what formula it was in. I always loved it. Next thing I got was the Clinique Lower Lash Mascara. And this is literally just in the color black. And it's literally called Lower Lash Mascara. I've gone through so many of these in my time here on YouTube. I just love it because, I really don't want to open it quite yet. It's just because the wand is so little, it just makes it be so nice for the bottom lashes. When it dries out, though, it dries out, is dead. Is dead. You're not going to get nothing from it. So, you do use it kind of quickly, but I just love the look it gives to your lower lashes without having to use a big wand and potentially getting it on your lower lash line. When you first use it, it is pretty liquidy, so you're going to want to make sure that you're kind of taking it out. And I'll give it a few seconds before I start applying, or I might even just dab a little bit off. But over time with using it, there's the kind of that sweet spot where it's not its true liquid form, but it's getting a little drier before it gets dry and dead. That is its sweet spot where it just kind of glides through the lashes, but also pulls at the same time on the bottom. Ooh, you get kind of like that baby doll look. Really like it. The last thing that I got, really, these were the little samples. And so this is the Rare Beauty, and this is the Blush and Glow sample. Really been liking Rare Beauty. Like their blushes. Haven't tried the highlighters, but glad to have this sample so that way I can try it. And then it was the Sephora Collection Lip Stories. These are some really good lipsticks. If you're ever looking for lipsticks that are affordable, the Sephora Collection ones are very nice. And this just has 4 shades. So you have kind of like a mauvey brown, a red, you have a goldy yellow metallic, and then you have like a true kind of burgundy. So again, I really like these because especially for filming or being around the house, they're good to just give a try and then be done with it. So guys, that is my first Sephora spring sale haul. Like I said, I do have another one coming in. I got stuff from Dominique Cosmetics. I got stuff from Jaclyn Hill. I got stuff from Chantecaille. Who else did I get stuff from? I got stuff from ColourPop. I got 2 ColourPop orders. Again, we were having a no good, very bad month. And the coping skill for the month was shopping. I haven't engaged in shopping like this in quite some time. But here we were. And I feel like the retail therapy, it's did what it needs to do, but I also know that now that we're done, we need to be done because we're good, and we need to go through our collection now and take out what is old, what's not being used, because we have some new things coming in, so we have to remember to rotate things through, not just keep piling things up. So I thought that this was a fantastic haul. I'm very excited about everything that I got. Some of the foundations were a little wonky in color, so I did have to order some new ones. But I love the palettes that I got. I'm very, very excited about that. I'm excited for the new products that are dropping and giving them a try, giving them a go. Really, really loving the new brow products that are dropping. That Kosas. If you guys are looking for some new brow products, definitely don't sleep. Give it a try. Let me know how you guys like it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up, guys. I thank you so much for watching on my No Good Very Bad day, for my No Good Very Bad month. I love you guys. You guys make me so happy. Like, sometimes when I'm having like a down month or a down day, it really is hard to film. It's hard to kind of get the mojo to film. But once I'm here, even though I know you guys are actively on the other side of the camera when I'm filming, it feels like you're there. And it really brings me a lot of joy, whether it's 1 of you that watch, 10 of you that watch, or 1,000 of you that watch. It really brings me a lot of joy. So thanks for helping me out with this No Good Very Bad day during this No Good Very Bad month. So I hope you guys stick around for my other hauls. Like I said, probably over the next 2 weeks, you guys are going to see quite a bit from me. But I'm hoping to do quite a few videos about makeup. So if you guys want to see get readies with me, reviews, wear tests, please let me know, because I'm going to be doing them. So I hope that you guys watch them. So I love you guys so much. Again, give me 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Follow me on Instagram at LondonBrielle. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you are notified when my new videos come up. And until next time, guys, I love you. I miss you. And I will see you on the flip side. Love you guys. Bye.